Hi there, I'm Dr. Katie Thompson with the Health Improvement Center. I wanted to discuss today one of the techniques I use in my office to help people get well. It's called applied kinesiology, which is very simply muscle testing. But I use it not only to find what nutritional deficiencies someone has, but more specifically I use it to correct what misalignments I find and to balance out the muscles around the spine to help hold your adjustments longer. So if you've never seen a chiropractor before, let me start there. So the first thing is here's your spine, here's the back, the bumps that you feel in your back, those are your spinous processes, okay? Here's the front of your spine. That cushion there is your disc. These are your vertebrae, the body of the vertebrae. And then as a side view, you see this nerve coming out. That's a very delicate spinal nerve, and that goes and feeds the muscles, organs, etc. So what chiropractors do is we look for those misalignments that are pinching that nerve, decreasing your body's ability to function or causing pain or any number of things. So I'm looking for where those bones are out of alignment. So how I do that is by muscle testing. So I find a muscle that's strong, but I also find muscles that are weak. So let me just show you another demonstration. I love doing this with clients. So you see these, there's a piece of metal in the center with 4 rubber bands attached to it. So imagine that's your vertebrae. Sorry, I know I'm blocking my view, but I want you guys to see this. So the green rubber bands are your muscles. So imagine you're floating around in life doing fine, but then you have a bone out of alignment, or a subluxation as we call it in chiropractic, and the bone is out of alignment. But what happens is now you also, what came first, we don't know for sure, but I have my suspicions, but we'll keep that to myself for the moment. So what happens is I'm going to let go of one of these rubber bands and see what happens. So what do? We concentrate on the tight muscle. These two guys over here, but look how much this is pulled. You can't even see my hand. So if I pull my screen over, you see how much it's pulling? So what do? We go, and I'm not saying massage is bad. We go to the massage therapist to try to get this muscle to relax. The problem is we could work on this muscle till the cows come home, but if we don't correct this weak muscle, it's always going to stay out of alignment, and it's going to keep the vertebrae out of alignment. So what we want to do is balance that out using applied kinesiology. So when I do muscle testing in the office, I'm looking for what muscles are working to support the spine. And there are certain muscle patterns that indicate to me where vertebrae are out of alignment, so I can use it as an investigatory tool to find where those vertebrae have gone out of alignment. And it works great. I've been studying it since I was in chiropractic college. As a matter of fact, I studied with 2 of the best applied kinesiology practitioners on planet Earth, Dr. Bert Haneke, who unfortunately is no longer with us, and Dr. Kathy Conable, both out of St. Louis, phenomenal practitioners in the applied kinesiology realm and chiropractic realm. So what I'm doing is looking for where are those muscles that support this bone and keep it in alignment. Okay, so let's turn it around here. So the muscles are attached into here that help to keep that vertebrae in alignment, but also can take it out of alignment if there's some stress. And there are tools behind the applied kinesiology that I can use. I can use lymphatic reflex points to turn a muscle back on. I can use vascular points. I can use acupuncture points, and I just stimulate them with my finger. So there's a lot that I can do, from a very gentle approach to handling where those alignments are out and fixing headaches and plantar fasciitis, flat feet, things of that nature, knee problems, shoulder problems. When I dislocated my right shoulder, I've dislocated it now 3 times. The 3rd time, the orthopedic surgeon I saw said, if you dislocate it again, you're going to need surgery. So I went to my chiropractor, and what he did is he muscle tested all the muscles around the shoulder to see what was supporting it and what wasn't. Excuse me, something just came up on my screen. And so he was trying to find what muscles, again, what were supporting that that shoulder and which ones weren't. But he also found that there were vertebrae out of alignment in the neck that were contributing to it. But if he just treated the vertebrae and didn't fix the muscles, could it potentially come out again? In fact, yes. So he did a lot of work and restored the motion in my shoulder, which could have been very restricted after having, if you've ever dislocated a joint, you may know, but joints are held together with ligaments. And when those ligaments get stretched, kind of like a rubber band, when the rubber band gets stretched to beyond belief, it stays stretched. Well, so does the ligament. So what my shoulder relies on to help keep it in place are the muscles around it. So it's very important for those muscles to be well balanced. And one thing the first thing I do with any new client on the chiropractic realm is I actually check their posture, because their posture is going to tell me a lot about where potential issues are going to be. Maybe they have a head tilt. You've ever seen somebody, excuse me, another weird thing on my screen. You've seen somebody that's always kind of head tilt? Well, maybe, excuse me, maybe they have some muscular imbalance in their neck. I get clients who go, oh, this muscle hurts so bad. And I'll work on it. But the problem is the neck flexors, these muscles here, are out to lunch, meaning I go to muscle test them and I just touch and the head goes flying backwards because these muscles aren't working. The slack gets taken up by the muscles back here, your upper traps and such. And so what do? We focus on the upper traps. Let's get those trigger points out of there. But the problem is the muscles here are weak. So we got to also address these. Doesn't mean we don't address that. Priority is address the weakness to help balance the muscles around the cervical spine. Same thing can happen in the thoracic spine, a knee joint, a foot joint, you name it. And that's what I love about applied kinesiology is you find what is there, you fix it, you leave it alone. It's very simple. And you're not adjusting the same joint over and over again. You're fixing it because you're balancing the muscles. Again, with this demonstration, you're getting those muscles balanced around that joint. So when I find a muscle that's not working, I stimulate a lymphatic reflex point to reset those muscles, okay? I hope that makes sense. I hope you got a little bit of information out of that. Again, that's applied kinesiology, and I use that with my chiropractic. I also use it with my nutritional work. There it's called nutrition response testing. And if you're interested in finding out more, just go on our website, which is thehealthimprovementcenter.com, and we're in Vienna, Virginia. And thanks for tuning in, and tune in next time when I discuss maybe chiropractic or maybe a symptom. We'll see. I just kind of come up with it and have fun with it. So thank you very much. Again, I'm Dr. Katie Thompson, and I'm with the Health Improvement Center. Take care.